He says, it's $1 million storage opportunity, kind of, sort of related to porn. And I think I said, well, we kind of, sort of can't do the deal.
So they knew this about you, like why?
Yeah, so I played the moral compass role. I can't say I played it perfectly, for sure. There's plenty that they got a papal blessing from me where they shouldn't have. But yeah, in general, really good guys. They knew that I was going to daily mass. I was the one who would say, yeah, I don't like doing this. I like doing that. So he brings the deal to the table. And honestly, even though I said that, it wasn't totally off the table. I had to understand it. I had to understand what the deal was. And so I did my homework, and it wasn't kind of, sort of. It was, to me, the worst of it. The company let you create the gradients of porn. So they did the editing such that you could have soft porn, hard porn, that kind of stuff. And then, they're key to making it available on the internet. And it just was really clear and simple to me that we couldn't do the deal. Like, I couldn't be in a business where you do that deal. They were buying storage, which is completely legal, and from our perspective.
And they're going to buy it from somebody.
They're going to buy it from somebody. So yeah, I went through a Robin Hood iteration where somebody good has to get the money, and there's nobody better than me.
Right.
But it just didn't reconcile with. What it didn't reconcile with was Brittany. Like, however you justify it, that's someone's daughter and it's someone's sister, and it just, like, it was as clear to me as it ever been. And I'll be straight up honest. It's not that I never looked at porn before, and life had brought me to a point where I knew this is a moment in time where you got to decide what your morals are. And again, one of those just crazy things. I'm driving to the airport to Kili, and my business partner, who is then and still in a lot of ways is still my best friend, calls me and says, everything's cool, that we didn't get the deal, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And my first reaction was awesome, good, so that's all settled. But then while hiking, it came clear to me that that's not sufficient, right? It can't just have gone away. I have to be in a business that actively decides not to do that type of work. So
you make that decision coming back from Kili. How does that play out then with your business partners?
So I get back and I meet with my business partners, and I say, look, we have to put together business rules that those kind of deals don't get done. And they agree, and we all think it makes sense. And
so you didn't get a lot of pushback from them for
No. Again, they're really good guys with good hearts, and all things being equal, they didn't want to do the storage deal either. Gotcha. Not having probably the, just the fortitude to fear that I had built up, that,
Right.
But even, so there came this crucial moment in time where another deal showed up, and we did the deal with that company, a small deal, and they tried to justify it, and I was really unhappy with that piece. Then another deal in Europe shows up, and we're sitting at the table signing the documents to finish buying this company. So we had bought it in phases, and this was the last phase. 4 of us are sitting around signing the docs. This is the end run to
everything
all the good
you've
stuff,
been doing.
the good life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm uncomfortable signing it from everything that I already know. And then we finish signing, and our newest business partner in the endeavor says, I got another deal for us to chat about. And it's a deal for a company in Europe that has access to all of the people who have signed up for pornography. They have a database over there, apparently, that you're just registered that you like pornography, and so we'll market to you. From a purely business perspective, awesome deal. And there was these little items, I won't get into detail, but at the end of the day, it's like this, appears to be this $50 million deal. And in my heart, I'm like, this is God saying, so you said that you wouldn't go this route. Here's this route if you want it. It's big,
Right.
this is my out. This is the reason, clear as day, that I have to just walk.
Even though this, I mean, financially and from your business life, this is what you've been driving towards.
Yeah, totally.
A number of years.
Yeah. No, and unfortunately, I'm the kind of guy who spends what he makes, and I'd made a lot of money, and I'd spent a lot of money, and this was, that I spent all that in anticipation of these big checks coming. And yeah, they were, $1 million a year was not far away. 7 years of effort. All the things that give you fear for making a decision like this were present. Having had my heart stopped for 5 years, having summited Kili, having the graces that God gave me, it was like, now and a huge confidence in myself. Like, I can go make something else work,
What else played into it? Is it just that there's this porn deal and that's just really uncomfortable and I don't want to be in a business, but I still want money? Or, is there?
No, it was really complicated. I mean, since I was 6, I'd been pursuing money. Like, I went and I'd sell avocados. And there's a dynamic with my wife and I where I constantly probably judged her for wanting nice things and like my job to go get them for you. And the reality was that those were my desires and my wants. And there was, right when I left, there was this huge sense of relief, and I shared it with her. I said, I don't want private jets anymore. I don't want, like, the whole package of what her and I'd been working on, and for which she was largely responsible and how she supported me and helped us grow what we'd grown. I kind of threw back at her and said, I don't want any of those things. And it was on, I'm really good at these things. It was on our anniversary in Palm Springs. I would say it was in the pit of hell. I mean, this hotel had all of the worst of LA there. Like, everyone was tattooed, fake breasts, no clothes. It was like, okay, we're in hell. This is weird. And then I'm throwing this just bomb on my wife. And she'll tell you that she was sitting at that table, and it was a decision of, are we done or not?